Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. So, since it's the month of October, of course, I want to talk about horror movies. And granted, again, for like the hundredth time, I probably would have done this anyway because I like the genre to begin with. And I like spooky stories. The weirder, the better, at least as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, is this going to be, again, another Asian horror film I'll be talking about? And it's this one. It's supposed to be an installment in the Ring series, Ringu, I guess, whatever you call it, Ring series. It's a part of it. Is what I'm trying to talk about. So, of course, as you might expect, yes, obviously, it's going to center around events for Ghost, who is pretty much associated with this cursed videotape, and also whoever watches said videotape is going to be killed 7 days yet later, yada yada yada. Yeah, it's going to be pretty much the same premise, but it's trying to do its own spin on it to make it different enough ish. I guess you can say, sure, that's definitely is a thing. Anyway, so just thought I'll cover this. It's one of these movies I've been meaning to talk about. Yes, I will get to the other entries of this series that's supposed to be attached to this specifically. I will get to it, of course. And since I thought I'd just talk about some of the, I've already spoke about some of the entries of this series anyway. So because this is pretty much is a long running series anyway. So I've already spoke about several installments. So I might as well get to this one. Anyway, of course, like always, let's get to the plot, shall we? So here we go. Oh, definitely. Yeah. So like we're saying, yeah, ghost lady person. Oh, definitely. So pretty much believing that her daughter is to be the spirit resurrection, and let's just say that there's this individual that pretty much prepares to set fire to this padlock closet where her daughter is confined. So the ghost breaks free from this cave, from this island, and appears inside this apartment. So the little girl suddenly appears outside of closet, and yes, of course, things get rather weird as you might expect. So there's this whole bit at this Memorial General Hospital. So there's this doctor who pretty much examines her patient, wondering the streets alone. There was his daughter character that collapses after encountering said ghost of a woman who jumped off a bridge to her death. So there was that, obviously. So it gets pretty strange, as you might expect. It's a horror film, so of course that's going to happen. Obviously, that's going to be definitely a thing here. Anyway, so it's going to have something to do with vengeful grudges and all that, I guess you can say to some extent, I suppose. So, anyway, there are all these police that bring the girl to the hospital, then the whole thing with the detectives and whatnot that tells a woman and her supervisor about the fire that killed 5 people. It was at this apartment building complex kind of a thing, so there's that. So yes, of course, this is gonna get rather strange and just wondering just what the hell is going on exactly. The who, the what, when, the why. There has to be some kind of connection to all of this with somehow. There has to be some kind of leads. Just trying to gather as much information as you can, of course. But that's definitely there's a thing here, of course. So it's like some bit of detective element thrown in here, quite obviously. So there's that, of course. But yeah, that's definitely going to be a thing here, folks. And that's what they're trying to aim for. I mean, when I say they, I mean the people who are behind this, obviously. The people who just want to make this, who made this movie, who to the tone of it, of course. And yeah, it's gonna have the character with the long hair, the long black hair, and all that jazz, the white outfit, of course. So with all that being a part of it. So anyway, yes, there's the whole thing with, of course, obviously, when it comes to in this day and age, not everyone's gonna be willing to use VHS tapes anymore. Of course, then there's the whole idea of using DVDs, Blu-rays, and all that. So of course, it's gonna be a bit of an adjustment for a lot of people. I know there's people out there that do love old tech. Of course, like the first PCs that came out and all that jazz, like the old consoles when it comes to video games. Yeah, so I guess there's a fan base for that, but it's not really going to be something that's going to be marketable, of course. So there's going to be a bit of a transition, of course. That's something you to think about, of course. So yeah, the whole referring to the whole bit when it comes to like these cursed tapes and whatnot that this franchise is known for, of course. So like I said, it has like this Ringu feel to it. What makes it nice considering the continuity. Anyway, so I just thought I would just discuss this because it's just my way to talk about different stuff when it comes to Asian cinema and whatnot. But like I said, I was going to talk about this eventually anyway, and it's something I've been meaning to review because I've seen this little while ago. So I just thought, might as well just get to it finally. Might as well just get to this movie, of course. And here we are. I mean, I've seen this already, so I've already covered a lot of the other stuff to begin with. So I thought it wouldn't hurt nobody to do so, of course. Anyway, I thought this was a good movie. It's very atmospheric in some little ways. Yes, of course, it might be a bit of a slow burn, maybe too much of a slow burn for some people, but personally, I didn't mind it really. I didn't mind how this was designed, the whole story, of course. I like the overall idea. I thought that was well executed, of course. I did like how this was a good thing, of course. I like the story, I like the characters and whatnot. This was definitely a treat to behold, I guess you can say. Anyway, I'll give this a Novaval rating of a 7.3 out of 10. It's a 7.3 out of 10 for me. So thanks for watching. See you.